I had no idea what to expect, and I got an email from a nice man named Martin who is an editor, and he said, "Would you like to come to this place called the European Graduate School?" And I got on a plane, and suddenly I was up in the mountains, breathing. And I think the first impression is of everything falling away, and even air. The density of air is thinner up here, and it helps you think about what you want to think about. And the classes are sometimes they're very heavy-duty subjects. You know, there's some complicated philosophical things, but they're usually in the end trying to grapple with the kinds of things that we want to grapple. What is an idea? Why do we try to write things that are beautiful? What is art actually all about? Those kind of really interesting and important questions. And so I came here and spent a day talking to students, funny, eager, excited students about that, and liked it a lot. And then gave a talk in the evening, and then it was over. And I liked it so much that I twisted it slightly and turned it into a fictional scene in a novel I wrote called The Anthologist, in which a poet goes to a conference in Switzerland and walks up around in these paths and runs into Swinburne, a 19th century poet who just happens to be walking by. So I found that it was useful not only to help me think about life, but also it was useful to me as a novelist. Curriculum is this word that was invented a long time ago that, as far as I can see, is not all that helpful because, except that if you have a sheet of paper with a bunch of things that a class is going to supposedly, theoretically study, then what it allows is for subversive departures from that curriculum. And it allows you to go in strange places, and then you feel that you're breaking some rules that you wouldn't have had if you hadn't had the curriculum. It also helps because you look at the thing and you think, well, you know, I'm interested in tree pruning, or I'm interested in the repair of linoleum, and so I will take this class. So there are so many things to study in this world. It's a huge, infinitely complicated world. And so we need some sort of guidance about what we're going to study. But then when you're in a class, the most fun, the most exciting time is when the whole class strays and everybody kind of comes alive, and you go way far away and come back to what you're supposed to be studying, I think.